Today we're here to discuss a timely and an important issue. What is the best way to protect groundwater, and what's the appropriate role of the federal government? This issue has come to a forefront recently before all three branches of government. As we'll hear from our witnesses today, a number of federal courts have generated confusing and conflicting opinions on the issue. In February, EPA recognized this confusion and asked for members of the public to file comments with the agency by May 21st of this year. And finally, last month, Congress weighed in. Congress directed the EPA to resolve this issue as part of the omnibus spending bill. The bill's report specified releases through groundwater should not be regulated as point sources under the Clean Water Act. As chairman of the Senate committee with jurisdiction over the Clean Water Act, I want our members to hear from the experts and determine what additional actions are needed. In 1971, the predecessor of this committee, the Committee on Public Works, rejected attempts to set federal standards for groundwater. Now, 37 years later, states, cities, farmers, water utilities, and private citizens have grave concerns that Congress's intent has been turned on its head by recent court decisions. Those decisions place Washington in charge of permitting when groundwater connects a source of pollution to a, quote, water of the United States, close quote. This is a disturbing development. A broad group of municipalities and water utilities have opposed the idea, including the City of San Francisco, the City of New York, and the Narragansett Bay Commission in Rhode Island. They voiced their opposition in a brief filed in the federal court last year. Under the misguided theory, everyday activities, including farming, ranching, or having a septic tank in your backyard, could require a federal discharge permit. This isn't what Congress intended when it passed the Clean Water Act. 18 states also recently filed a brief in opposition to this expanded and unreasonable interpretation. My home state of Wyoming joined that brief. The states explained that the alarming consequences of a recent federal court's ruling in California. If the court's ruling stands, many more individuals and companies will need to apply for federal permits. In the brief, the state of Arizona pointed out the number of activities it would require federal permits could jump more than 200,000%. For example, up to 282,867 septic systems in that state could become federally regulated. Making matters worse, the additional permitting would come with significant added costs, but no additional environmental benefit. States already have comprehensive groundwater protection laws. In addition, the Safe Drinking Water Act and the Resource Conservation Recovery Act already protect groundwater at the federal level. The additional permitting would sow great confusion and result in tremendous cost. I believe it's a harmful expansion of Washington's authority. And now I'd like to turn the time to the ranking member, my friend, Senator Tom Carper, for his opening statement.
Thanks.